What's going on, FA Nation? Jon Impemba here with today's NFL Week 3 Contrarian Corner. Going to bring you some low rostered options to put in your DFS lineups this weekend. Let's kick it off with Marcus Mariota going up against the Seattle Seahawks. Mariota, we like the rushing upside he has in this matchup. Even last week in a tough spot against the Rams, still was able to show that rushing upside. And of course in week 1, running for over 70 yards, just gives him a really nice fantasy floor. And I think there's a potential for him to have success in the passing game this week against Seattle, especially with safety Jamal Adams out of the lineup for that Seahawks defense. At the running back position here, we're going to go with Aaron Jones, coming off a monster week 2 where he had 170 total yards and 2 touchdowns. I know on paper everybody looks at the Tampa Bay Buccaneers defense and gets a little bit worried here, but lead running backs Ezekiel Elliott and Mark Ingram through the first 2 weeks of the season have averaged over 5 yards a carry against this Buccaneers defense. I think there's some real potential here for Aaron Jones. Plus, we know that the Packers wide receivers are once again banged up here. Could see more involvement in Jones in the passing game. Great for that PPR upside. At the wide receiver position, we're going to go with Brandin Cooks, Houston Texans, going up against the Chicago Bears. Love the fact that Cooks has been targeted 22 times over the first 2 weeks of the season. That week 3, his price point on DraftKings is the lowest it's been all year long. We know the Chicago defense is not very good. I'm expecting a good game here out of Houston and Davis Mills. That's just that pure target volume for Brandin Cooks. Should put him in line for a big day. Back in week 1, he had 15 fantasy points. Finishing off at the tight end position here, we're going to go with Logan Thomas of the Washington Commanders. We saw Philly last week struggle against the Minnesota Vikings. Irv Smith had a touchdown, should have had 2 if not for a big drop that he had wide open down the field. Logan Thomas has 11 targets through the first 2 weeks of the season. He himself had a touchdown catch last week. The Philly secondary is really good, so they could be shutting down Terry McLaurin, Jahan Dotson, Curtis Samuel, and that leaves Carson Wentz looking for his big athletic tight end there down the middle of the field. We're going to go with Logan Thomas here. Week 3 Contrarian Corner. That wraps it up, everybody. Good luck. Let's go make some money.